If you want to raise a lot of money for babies, you'll need to start with children. Find out what it's all about coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Holiday Inn West on the Waterway, next door to the newly opened Hard Rock Park. We're focused on this Saturday's March for Babies to be held at Coastal Carolina University. And we're visiting with two of the team captains, Wendy McGuirt of PD Elementary School and Karen Howard-Goss at Lakewood Elementary, but of course associated with the Horry County School Systems. Thank you all so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
How exciting.
Yeah, good
It's
morning.
so close. Are y'all getting nervous at all?
Just really excited.
Yeah,
Really excited.
Yeah, 50 hours from registration, 51 hours from when the walk kicks off, and of course the Horry County Walk this year, having merged the Loris Walk with the Horry County Walk, a very aggressive goal of $365,000. How are y'all feeling about that? Is that at all scary, a little anxious about big numbers like that?
I think it's a really big goal, but I think that our community will do it. It's such a great cause, great cause.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of schools, not just PD Elementary, not just Lakewood Elementary, a lot of schools wrapping around, a lot of other volunteers totally unrelated to the school system.
Yes.
Are you feeling it out at PD Elementary, Wendy? Getting excited? Now, y'all had a tremendous year last year as well.
Yeah, we're really excited about Saturday. I'm expecting a big turnout from our faculty at Coastal.
Yes, yes. And you think a lot of students will be out?
I think we will have some. I think we have a lot of parents who are getting into it now that we've done it for several years in a row.
Yeah.
And I think they will come out and allow their own children to participate in the punt pass contest following the walk.
Absolutely. Coach Bennett will be with us tomorrow, the honorary chairman of the walk with Matt Hogue. He and his wife, part of the ambassador family with their daughter Caroline and other daughter. Of course, a lot of excitement has to happen leading up to the walk, and the excitement has been gaining. Crystal Hummer just yesterday highlighting so many of the tremendous volunteers like y'all really making it happen. How long have you been at PD Elementary, Wendy?
This is my 4th year at PD.
Is that right? Okay. And the school has been involved with the walk, or now the march, for many years.
They have. I know that we have done it for the past 4 years. I have served as the team captain, but prior to me coming, they were also involved with the March of Dimes.
Tremendous, yes. And Karen, Horry County Schools is really your home, but Lakewood Elementary is where you're based.
I'm the hearing specialist for Horry County School District, but I am very fortunate to have my office down at the southern end of the school district at Lakewood Elementary, which is on the border of Surfside and Myrtle Beach. It's a wonderful school.
A great location
Very involved
there.
in the community. Great school. And I've been the team leader at Lakewood. This is my 4th year.
So y'all are neck and neck with the 4-year experience there. No wonder
right.
Crystal pulled your names out of the hat and said, here's 2 of them that'll get out there. Last year we filmed at Ripley's Aquarium, did a week leading up to Walk America, which it was formerly named, and Linda Puckett from Forest Brook Elementary was with us. And the team captains, the team leaders, really have a lot to do, not only interfacing with the students and the teachers, but also with parents, making sure parents wrap around. You're seeing a lot of momentum from parents as well, Karen.
Absolutely. Our parents at Lakewood are very involved in all the events that we do at Lakewood. It's just a very involved school, and they get just as involved with March of Dimes, which is great.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah.
Did Lakewood have its own walk this year, or an own kind of a mini walk leading up to...
We didn't. We did a lot in the school. We did not do that, but we did the poster cards and sent them home with each and every student, and we had a really good response with getting them back. So we have the whole front office wallpapered with poster cards, and did lots more, but we did not do our own walk.
Oh, yeah. How about y'all, Wendy? Did y'all put on a little mini walk, or is that... If I just heard that a couple of other places.
No, we did. We actually had a walk last Friday.
You did.
We had probably around 250 children to bring back the Walker envelopes, and they had collected anywhere from 1 cent to we had 2 students who are brother and sister. Actually, they raised over $2,000.
Oh, come on.
Each. So, and we had a couple of other students who raised the $150 goal to get the T-shirt. And some of our incentives, there will be a principal for the day and assistant principal for the day, just to recognize their hard work.
That is tremendous. You had a brother and sister at PD Elementary that together raised
$4,270.
Some schools don't even have goals as large as $2,000. I mean, that's incredible.
The two of them together raised as much as the other kids combined. So our walk brought in a little over $8,000 last Friday.
Is that right? That's
right.
Tremendous. Golly, what do you do? I mean, the students really, they've got to have some understanding of what all is going on. We're talking about pretty young ages. Elementary school, for viewers who aren't familiar with an elementary school, that's what ages?
Child development is age 4, and then 5th grade is about age 11.
Okay, so from
10
4
or
to
11.
11, how many of them do you sense really have an understanding of what they're raising the funds for?
I would say most of them really do.
Right.
I spend a lot of time visiting the classrooms when we first start our campaign and try to explain. And at each grade level, that explanation sounds a little different.
Right.
But, talk to them about what premature birth means, what birth defects are, ask them to go home and find out how much they weighed when they were born.
Right.
Just different things, just so they will understand it, because I want them to understand why we are doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. You have that same sense there and walking around the Lakewood or any of the other schools you visit.
Yeah, at Lakewood we bring in a lot of visuals. We have video morning announcements, and we bring in a little baby, and the March of Dimes provides us with whatever we need for visuals, but we have a little premature diaper, and we explain to the children that when babies are born this small, that not always, but often there's complications, and that the parents of these babies, and the babies themselves need a lot of support and resources and information to help them get through what can be a really hard time. So we do a lot of talking on the morning announcements about it and use visuals, and children typically love babies. They love babies, and of course teachers love children and babies. So it's just great what the schools do for the March of Dimes and what March of Dimes does for us.
Oh yeah, I know we didn't bring any of the diapers or the shoes, but when you see those and the impact when a child's holding a diaper like that and thinking, how could a baby wear a diaper this small? When we think about our own ambassador families here, we think about Jabrell Chisholm, born 1 pound, 14 ounces. Really, I mean, when you think of a diaper that small is going to wrap around, or when we think about the size of a ring being something that could go all the way up to a shoulder for many premature babies. It's a very
show the children that a paperclip, a standard size paperclip, is often the size of a preemie baby in the 1 pound range their foot, and that really that really helps children, I think, at that age put it into perspective, so you can talk to them on their level. Yeah,
another thing we showed was the drink can. With just the can, and tried to explain that was the actual size, length, and that was the actual weight, and that really helped children to understand.
That's
great.
That's
a powerful image, yes. A drink can, a 12-ounce drink can, that length and that weight is about what a baby weighs.
Sometimes.
That's incredible. That's incredible. As you think through, of course, there's a lot of powerful stories that you're getting across, a lot of it from hospitals or otherwise. As we lead up, there's a lot of things a lot of different types of fundraisers. We want to get into some of those, but some of the emotional impact that happens in both in the classroom for parents as well as for teachers. You've heard some powerful stories even from some of your own both friends, as well as I know Wendy recently at a team captains meeting, you shared with something, you shared with the entire group a recent impactful story. For viewers who may need to get off now or get family off to school, I just wanted to make sure they had a chance to hear. You had a special story that you shared at the team.
One of our teachers at our school, her name is Amy Truitt, and I think she would be okay with me sharing her name. She was expected to deliver April 11th, is that right? And you actually know her too, with a C-section. But 10 days prior, March 31st, she lost her baby. And she found out that the baby was 7.5 pounds and 20.5 inches long. Is that right?
Yes.
And that's just been real touching for our whole entire staff, and it kind of put some meaning and some heart behind what we were doing right there in our own school.
Touched home, and such a good family, good people, and just really needing the support, and I know they're getting it from her school, which is wonderful.
Sure.
But just
absolutely. You'd mentioned a young woman as well.
We have an occupational therapist here with the school district who also goes to different schools, mostly North Myrtle Beach and Carolina Forest. And she was due July 4th, but delivered her baby on March 26th, which is 14 and a half weeks early. She delivered a little boy, Jackson Tyler, and he was born at 2 pounds 1 ounce, but went all the way down to 1 pound 7 ounces. And I did speak with her last night, and the good news is he's back up over 2 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, which is great, but
Yeah.
she's doing a lot. Obviously can't go back to work because she's driving back and forth to McLeod in Florence, nursing him and being with him for the day. And, you know, they're really, again, just needing the support and the resources for her family. They're lovely people too. But his name is Jackson Tyler Prock.
That's tremendous.
And he's hanging in there and improving every day. But his parents, Kelsey and Rick, are doing a great job with getting him what he needs.
Absolutely. Whether it's administrators or teachers, clearly a lot of parents of children in the classroom have gone through, or even other loved ones, family members we know, have gone through delicate pregnancies or very premature births. So much has to happen. And obviously, is that what drives y'all to have stepped into the role? Is that what drove you, Wendy, to step in as the team captain 4 years ago there at PD Elementary?
I don't know if it was 4 years ago, but just recently, in the past few years, my brother and his wife experienced a loss with a premature baby, and then and then shortly following that, they had another child who was also born premature, and fortunately, he is healthy today.
Right.
But that does kind of put a little drive behind you when you have. It makes it a little more personal, touches your heart.
Right. Do you think that's been a real driver for you?
I know it has for me.
Yeah. Karen, you think that, or was it just
For me,
opportunity?
I have my heart is at Lakewood Elementary, and in any way I can help, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
And this was one thing that my principal actually asked me to take. I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And now it's definitely not a sense of obligation. It's definitely a desire to do it because I've definitely become connected to it with my heart. And you know, I think anybody who works at the school or for the schools loves children, and you know, babies become children, and I do love children and babies, and I have 3 of my own healthy babies. And to me, this is just such a great cause because it's not about babies with birth defects or prematurity. It's about all babies being healthy.
Those are great words, all babies.
All
That's
babies,
exactly
absolutely.
right.
And,
That's exactly
that's
right.
that's what the March Dimes goal is, all babies healthy. And I'm lucky that I do have 3 healthy babies, and it's just great to be able to do something to help others.
Karen, I see you've got something in your hand there. Of course, all this. Oh, wow, Wendy, I can't see that far over the table. We've got a couple of the specimen T-shirts there, which we're very excited about. Lakewood Elementary. Just hold those up a little high. Yeah, that's great. Lakewood Elementary and y'all's and PD Elementary. Look at that. I think I saw those the similar T-shirts, white T-shirts last year when it was Walk America with the white T-shirts. A lot of folks wearing them last year at the walk there at Coastal Carolina in its first year, and of course now the second year with the blue colors. They are gorgeous.
Our students love these.
Love them. They love them.
I think, Wendy, you had highlighted, or maybe you did, Karen, when we were at the event at Eastern Chicago Pizza, that of course you're so often asked, or people are asked on a regular basis to please give a little money for something, to be able to hand them something back. And if schools have been selling them for different amounts, from $6, $7, $8, is even up to 10 in some schools. And so whatever the dollars are, it's a tremendous way. Some schools, you all got how many, Karen? Do you remember? 200, 300?
We got 200.
I mean, how many T-shirts? 200 T-shirts.
Yes.
Wendy, you all got, I think, even more than that.
We got several
not to put
hundred.
you on the spot, but a lot to get out and sell. And, of course, a lot of dollars have been raised. What are some of the other ways you all have raised funds? How about at Lakewood?